happy to have him again this week. He is the commissioner of the Fan-Controlled Football League, of course, a former NFL veteran in his own right. Sugar Ray Austin joins us now on the state of football. Good morning, Commissioner. How are you today?
Rick, John, what's good, man? I see you, you NFL Bible boys. Y'all up early.
All right, we got to preach the good gospel of the NFL Draft Bible, and we got all the disciples in the chat room tuned in, our listening audience here, so we always appreciate all the love and support. And we are looking forward to the Fan-Controlled Football League, which is kicking off, I think, in just about a month or so. What kind of news and developments can you hit us with this week?
Oh boy, no, it's been a crazy. We've been up all night. It's just on social media. One of our team captains just went bananas yesterday. Literally went from 3,000 followers for his team, Bob Menery, 3,000 followers for his team to now like 16,000 all in one night. So that is the type of movement that we look for, because that means that eyeballs are getting and people are understanding what we're trying to do. We're trying to create the franchise mode in Madden. You know what I mean? We're a live video game for our players and for our fans. We're allowing our fans to pick the logos, the names, the jerseys, the players, draft, the coaches, and even call plays during the game. So, man, we're just super excited, man. I've been on the recruiting and scouting mode right now. Just been getting tons and tons of applications from the website. If you guys don't know, it's fcf.io. You can go there, and if any players that have film, they want to upload some of their film, man, there have been thousands and thousands of guys that we've been going through. We're going to bring in 100 guys in camp, and we're probably up to about 72 guys that we're signing. So time is shrinking, man. All you free agents that are free agents sitting on the couch, you better get with it.
Yeah, and we talked about this several times on this show. There's not a lot of opportunities for guys to get film laid down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's no XFL, there's no CFL. Guys want to play on Sundays, but some of these guys, they don't have any pro film. Yeah. Well, hey, here's an opportunity. Go compete. Go show that you're in shape.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's a big question mark that these teams want to know. Have you been doing what you're supposed to be doing, or were you sitting on the couch like you said?
Yeah, man. A 1 minute video of you doing some ladder drills ain't it? That's not going to be enough. Look, my last year in the league. I got hurt. I was at Green Bay. I think I told the story last time, but ended up that's the year the XFL came out, and I was like, man, I'm not playing with that crap. That looks crazy. And going back and forth, my agent was like, dude, this is an opportunity. You can't afford sitting on the couch waiting for a team to call you. Ended up playing for the XFL, had a great year, had made a ton of good film, and got a tryout for the Detroit Lions. So, that's the type of thing that these other leagues can offer, especially if they're innovative. And that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, and I think anytime that, something comes along that people aren't familiar with or isn't a household name yet, there's always skepticism, right? And we dealt with that, John, a little bit with the camps we did out in San Diego. There was players there that were kind of skeptical of it. And guess what? Now they saw a couple guys get brought in to camp, a couple guys sign contracts, and guess what? Now they're all hitting me. Hey, when's the next camp?
Yep.
When's the next opportunity?
Yeah, that's how it was with our tryouts. We literally had to add another tryout because everybody was asking after they saw us posting about the first 3 tryouts. Now they see there's an opportunity. And, when you're on your grind, you cannot listen. You don't have time to sit. You got to be out there putting a resume together. I call it a digital resume. Again, if you're not putting out film, you're gonna be forgotten about. So I'm glad that you guys are like really, really pushing that message, because that's really important for players right now. That with the COVID and how the more and more information and stuff that I see and hear about how these guys are dealing with COVID, man, my heart goes out to you. I just want to say that straight up. My heart goes out to all the players, and I know there's a ton of stuff going on in the world, worse than us not being able to play football and go to camps and whatnot. But I know these guys dream for this. I was so happy to go to the Hula Bowl and the Senior Bowl, so I understand that. So I feel sorry for these guys, but at the same time, that does not stop your dream, and it does not stop your plan. You just got to learn how to pivot. And when you see opportunities, you got to notice opportunities. Some people see opportunities and look at it and go, man, I ain't doing that. Well, that's fine. Leave that opportunity for someone else that really wants to care about their career.
Yeah, I mean, the great ones will learn how to adapt and figure it out. And, to your point, running some cone drills on the beach in the sand, isn't going to get you signed. So,
you know what I mean? I can't tell me how many videos I've got. Like, you doing, 3 routes, and I'm like, and I'm supposed to sign you from that? Like, give me some film. And when you guys are putting your highlight, this is another thing I see about a lot of players. I have to say, I do respect and love that these guys are really trying to brand themselves, and they're using their platforms to try to expose, show people what they're doing. But make sure that you're putting together not just your highlight film, but put film together. When I say film, I mean complete film. You know what I mean? Don't just show a player or scouts everything that you do right, because scouts and coaches want to see what you do wrong too. They have to understand both sides of the coin and both sides of the player that they're getting. So just because you sit in a 1 minute highlight film isn't enough. Link up with your full videos, all your videos, so we can really see what type of player you are. Let the fans really see you hustle every play. Don't just show 3 plays of you giving effort. Show every play of that. That's how you get noticed from scouts.
No, it's a very important message. And, I know the first thing they say, hey, can I send you my highlight film? It's better than nothing if you have nothing. But, the first thing I do is put it on mute. And the second thing I do is once I start seeing like effects and rumbles and you make a tackle and the screen starts shaking, I'm clicking right up for that one. Ray Austin here on the State of Football. Rick Serritella, John Murphy, what do you got for the commission?
Yeah, so obviously we know one thing. If he said he got some videos with just 3 or 4 plays, we know Big Law, who's in the room, probably sent him his highlight clips. So we know Big Law probably sent him his highlight clips with his couple of touchdowns on there, just hoping to get a shot. One more shot there. And then the other thing that blew my mind is, wait a minute, Ray, you said there's worse things in the world than not being able to go to camp or play football? How dare you? How dare you, Ray Austin? Shut that mic off.
Is that blasphemy on the show?
Put that mic on mute.
You can just edit that. That's what makes it so great. You just edit that out.
But I think the other parts is what we mentioned last week that are so interesting, I think, to fans, but can draw fans that maybe aren't always just a pure sports fan to hear that you're not only able to pick the players, but they're picking the color scheme, they're picking the name, they're doing stuff with the plays. So like this is relating to the gamers, but maybe even the gamer's girlfriend, or maybe even on the reverse side, the sports fan who's a female, their husband who's in business or something else and is not always a sports fan. How is that other part of the game and what you guys are doing? What's going on with that part? Because we always talk about the draft and the players, but you guys are doing all the other parts too. What's the next kind of thing that fans are going to be able to, be a part of creating for the fan?
Yeah, man. Look, I say this all the time. Music, fashion, and entertainment, they all smash together. Athletes want to be actors and models, and rappers want to be basketball players. Now everybody's a content creator. You know what I mean? So it's like we're smeshing all that together and allowing fans to say, man, look, I don't like those jerseys. Let me vote and see if I can have the chance to change that, and maybe my idea may have some influence on what they're wearing. Or I don't like our wide receivers. Let me go out and help them find some wide receivers. Let me go on Huddle or YouTube. I remember guys that used to play at University of Tennessee and Michigan that getting drafted, but could be great for our team. Use your skills. Like you see everybody sitting on the couch always talking about football. You see guys in the bar always telling, preaching to the TV and saying what they can do better. We're looking for that. We're putting you in a position to really use your skill to be able to say, hey, look, I actually had something to do with the impact of that team, whether it was picking players, picking coaches, calling plays, picking the logo, picking the music. You know what I mean? We are wanting our fans to be so engaged with not only our players, our content with each other, and even our team owners. How awesome is it going to be playing in the same Twitch community as Quavo or Marshawn Lynch, and you're a part of his team. You get to chat out with Marshawn Lynch. You get to talk to Quavo and say, man, we got to get a better quarterback. We got to give, Johnny Football or, I don't know. You never know what names might come out of people's mouths.
Whoa. Well, let's stop you right there, Commissioner.
Did I say edit that too? You got to edit that too.
There's some rumblings here now. There's some rumblings. There could be.
I don't know what you're talking about, but all I do know is, as the commissioner, I'm out there. I'm going under every rock. I'm going into every field. I'm going to every college. I'm going to every bar. I'm trying to find the best players for this team. But in all seriousness, I'm looking for players that are looking to their brands. Serious. That's what we're doing. We're everybody asks me, what did you get out of the NFL? And I'm like, man, besides a bad shoulder and 2 bad knees, I got a network and I got access. I got able to get to things and get to people after my career was over. So I was able to jump in some things like the entertainment industry and modeling and acting right after I was playing ball. We're trying to create that same platform for our athletes. If you are a talent, and I say talent, everybody says football, I say talent, because a talent is able to perform on any stage, whether it's a football field or in a boardroom or on camera. And we're looking for guys that are out there trying to promote themselves, that are not just, they're working behind the scenes. They go to the gym, they go work out, and then they go home and they go edit that video that they made at the gym because they're trying to get their name out there. That's the type of talents that we're looking for our league.
Oh, damn. So you're about to be drafting Rick in the first round.
Yeah, I got some gas in the arm. Let's go, baby. Stretch it out. Work it out. We got you covered here.
I don't know about that. Nick might be Mr. Irrelevant, but it's still, you get in. It's all about how you fit in, Rick. That's all, bro.
Hey, well,
all that gets you is quarantine in Atlanta.
I didn't tell
you don't get the same trip out to California. You just get the quarantine in Atlanta.
Well, let's talk about that, because I know that's a question that comes up often from the players, from the agent. Yeah. Hey, we're going to be going down to Atlanta in this 4-week league or whatever it is. How safe am I going to be? What are you guys doing protocol-wise to make sure that this league stays COVID-free?
Yeah, man, we did a lot of research and got a lot of saw some of the mistakes that a lot of leagues had made, and the streets were talking, and so we wanted to make sure we were going to be straight. So we went out and got a COVID protocol doctor. She was with one of the minor league basketball teams that did very, very well. They had 0 outbreaks, so we brought her in to be our consultant. Jason Chilton, our head of football experience, is handling that. I mean, he's doing an exceptional job. We're all going to be staying. All our players, staff, production will be staying at the Hilton in Duluth, Georgia. We have a 357-room hotel, and every player has his own room. When I was playing with the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets and went to training camp, I never had my own room. When we went on away games, we still had roommates. That's how things have changed, and that's the way we have to be safe for our players. So we're having guys come in. They're going to get tested before when they get there. We're going to have them in special, what we call pods, putting guys in groups so we don't get, if something horribly happens and that happens, he does not affect the entire group. We don't end up losing 3 quarterbacks because all the quarterbacks are together. But we've thoroughly thought this through, because number one is there's two. I'll say there's 2 reasons. Number one, safety, and we want our players we want them to know that we're there to take care of you. That is my number one goal. I know my other partners are a part. Our co-founders are a part of the company to do certain things. My job here is to make sure our players are safe, and we're building equity into the league. So in doing that, we have to make sure that we're keeping our guys healthy. So we're taking that 100% serious.
No, I love to hear that, and the players should feel safe going down there and playing. Pick up a couple bucks in your pocket, lay down some film, get to meet great players and coaches, and Commissioner Ray Austin again, FCF.io, FCF.io, and we're going to be bringing you coverage of the league. We're going to be bringing you names you need to know. We're going to be reporting who's moving, who's shaking. And it's really a cool concept. I mean, it's like a real life fantasy football, literally, where each week teams get to choose their team, vote for who they want to see play. And, you're going to have people politicking, like you said, Marshawn Lynch and Richard Sherman and guys, politicking for who they want to be playing on their team. So it's really interactive. It's very virtual. And again, we have Commissioner Ray Austin here with Rick Serritella, John Murphy. Any last questions for the commission before we let him go, John?
Yeah, so when we were talking last night, you were talking about, hey, after they get that protocol, so then the kids that were invited are going to get like a week of training, kind of learn the game, like learn what they're going to be doing, and then that's running right into a draft.
Yeah,
is conceptually walk the fans through, if they're excited about that opportunity, to when that happens. How do you visualize the fans interacting with that? Is that a live format? Is that something online?
Yeah.
And are those players literally sitting there right out in front of you, like we're out on the playground and somebody's saying, I got that guy?
But John, not just 1 week, every week. So every week there'll be a different draft, and all the same players will be able to play with different quarterbacks, different teams. What was so cool last night, some of the conversation got out with some quarterback that might be playing for our league got out, and I just got hit by wide receivers. Like, yo, I want to play with him. Yo, let me know. When can I go train with him? I was like, everybody's probably going to get a chance to catch a ball from him if it happens. So, but yeah, we're going to have a draft every week. When we go into training camp, we're going to have the guys train. Everybody's going to learn the same playbook. One playbook. And I know everybody's like, that's stupid. It's the best. We're having one playbook with multiple formations, multiple plays, and the players will learn all the same playbook. Why? Because when they get drafted, if you know about, football, when you get drafted, you got to learn a completely whole playbook and language. And there could be a learning curve from a lot of players. So instead of having that, we want guys to be like, boom, you got trade. Now you're with Marshawn's team next week. Now you're with Quavo's team this week. Well, the same plays, the book. It's all good. They all learn the playbook. We'll have that draft. It'll be a live draft. And the players, and the fans all week. And this is the thing that I'm glad you brought that up is we don't want fans just coming in and just coming in and voting just for hey, I'm going to come in and play this on Saturday. That's not that. Do you show up to your work once a week to get paid? No, you come every week. That's what we want. We want you coming every week. You're going to come every week, watch film. We're going to open up our film sessions with our coaches, so you can not only learn football, but you can learn from real quality coaches. We have former NFL coaches, CFL coaches that you're going to be able to learn from. As you're learning what type of players, what type of formations and plays to run, that builds you up to Saturday, to the draft. You're like, man, I liked him in practice. I liked him in practice. I like that. That's my running back. That's my quarterback. And you start talking amongst yourselves as fans, and you start to put together your team. Every week, you're allowed to keep one player on your team. Everything else changes. So then that's how you start to build your roster.
Oh, it's very cool. And I like the one playbook because to me, less is more. Right, yeah. You don't want these guys thinking too much. You want them to go out, play, be natural, and that's get a true evaluation. So
play fast, don't think. Just play fast, don't think, anticipate, play fast, and that's how we want it. We want it to play like a video game. We want it real fast. This is not a 3-hour game. We're not dealing with that type of audience right now. We got a 1-hour game, fast, quick, no special teams. We took that out. That's how I made my money. So I was a little, but I was like, you know what? We're going to take out special teams and we're going to put in for the extra point one-on-one drills. Compete, go at it, and that's what fans are going to just really get to see their best. Why I don't understand. If you think about football, it could be a 3-point game or a 2-point game, and you need your field goal. Probably the person that hadn't played the most in the game all year. You put him in to win your game. Instead of doing that, why don't you put the 3 best skill players on the field and let them win the game for you? Defensive back, wide receiver, and quarterback. Let it happen.
Love it. FCF.io. Of course, follow them on Twitter, FCF.io. And parting shot here, Commissioner, before we wrap things up for the people.
Man, any players out there that still want to come out and use our platform to get as much exposure as they can upload their videos on. You can go to fcf.io or players at fcf.io. And if you really want to chat, hit me up on Instagram. I get DM all day by players now. Ray Austin 36, and I'll return your message. And if you about playing ball, man, let's do it.
All right, good stuff. Commissioner Ray Austin of the Fan Controlled Football League, joining a few minutes here, and I know Coach will definitely have you back soon, hopefully next week, and start announcing some of these names.
Man, shots out. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys get that grind on. I love it. So thank you guys for letting me use the platform. Appreciate you.
Absolutely, we appreciate you having you on. He's modern day Renaissance man. That Sugar Ray Austin. He's got his hands in the mix with a little bit of everything, and of course, running the Fan Controlled Football League.